so much for taking a time to join me today. Before we look at any number or business framework, I want you to imagine a world where corporate growth and environmental survival are not in conflict. For decades, business have been told they have to choose either maximize your profit or save the planet. My name is Suryo, and I'm here to representing Green for Life. We are here to prove that this choice is a relic of the past. Today, true market leadership belongs to those who adapt. Over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to introduce you to how we empower organizations just like yours to build a climate safe operation, eliminate regulatory risk, and drastically improve your carbon footprint, all while securing a stronger, more resilient bottom line. Let's explore how we can turn environmental responsibility into your greatest competitive advantage. So, who is Green for Life? At our core, we are a specialized climate change organization. We act as a vital bridge between complex ecological science and everyday corporate reality. We do not look at environmental sustainability as a passive corporate social responsibility project or a simple green sticker to put on your website. No, we view climate safety as an essential operational strategy. Our mission is to guide global corporations through the transition towards sustainability, zero emission models. We'll look at your supply chain, your energy consumption, and your logistics, and we redesign them. The reality is that carbon is the waste of product of inefficiency. By helping you reduce your carbon footprint, we are actually helping you optimize your business. Our end-to-end consulting model is built on proof, not promise, taking you from initial auditing all the way to complete operational transition. To execute this mission, our business operates across three highly specialized pillars. First, we begin with carbon auditing. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Our team does a deep dive, forensic analysis of your entire footprint. We don't look at the electricity of your office. We map your Scoop 1, Scoop 2, and notoriously difficult Scoop 3 emission. This gives us a transparent baseline of where your inefficiencies lie. Second, we design your transition strategy. Once we know your carbon hotspot, our engineering and supply chain teams design a custom roadmap. We identify how to replace outdated, high emission process with modern climate safe and cost effective alternative. Finally, we manage premium offset program. We recognize that achieving absolute zero emission immediately it's not realistic for a complex enterprise. Therefore, we manage verified carbon sequestration portfolios, such as reforestation and renewable energy grid, to neutralize your remaining unavoidable, unavoidable emission. We handle the entire life cycle so your journey to net zero is seamless and legally watertight. A great strategy is only as good as the team behind it. Because we handle high stakes corporate transformation, we have structured Green for Life to combine scientific rigor with corporate agility. On the left side of our organizational structure, as you can see, we have our strategy and leadership branch. These start with our executive board, who continuously monitor global climate policies, carbon tax and frameworks, and international compliance law. Underneath them sits our independent scientific advisory panel. These are external, third-party climate scientists who audit our methodologies to ensure our client advice is always scientifically sound. Finally, we assign the dedicated client strategy directors to serve as your single point of contact. Now, on the right side, we have execution and operation. This is where the magic happens. Our carbon assessment unit deploys on site to measure your footprint. Our transition task force of industrial engineers physically integrates green tech into your infrastructure, and our offset verification team closely monitors our global ecological projects. It is highly coordinated with machine design to minimize your risk. Now, in today's market, greenwashing is a massive liability. If a company claims to sustainable but cannot back it up with hard science, its reputation can destroy itself overnight. That's why we do not hire generalist marketer. We hire specialists. As you can see from our organizational breakdown on the slide, 40% of our workforce consists of certified environmental scientists. These are PhDs and field biologists who understand carbon cycles and atmospheric science at a molecular level. Working hand in hand with them, our sustainability consultant, representing 30% of our staff. They translate that complex science into practical, profitable business plan. 20% of our team are data analysts and certified carbon auditors who build the mathematical models that track your progress. The final 10% are climate policy experts who navigate the shifting legal landscape. Now, to show you what this looked like in practice, let's look at our four major projects our team has successfully delivered. First, under Project Ecologistic, we partnered with a major global shipping and transport fleet. Our task force transitioned their heavy trucks and vessel over 40% biofuel usage. This single project now prevents 1.2 million tons of carbon emission from entering the atmosphere every year. Second, we designed a tech campus grid for a leading Silicon Valley giant. We audited and completely retrofitted their headquarters to run on proprietary 100% renewable microgrid, making them completely energy independent. Third, in our supply chain detox, we overhauled their entire two manufacturing facilities of a major retailer, successfully eliminating 60% of the single-use plastic from their production line. Finally, we call it Project Canopy. That is our crown jewel of carbon offset. We established a fully verified 50,000 acre reforestation program in South America, creating exclusive premium offset asset for our enterprise partner. No matter your industry, we have done this before. Now, on this slide, this chart represents the sum of our effort. It shows the actual volume of greenhouse gas emission prevented globally through our corporate partnership over the last 5 years. Back in 2020, we are helping our partners mitigate a combined few hundred thousand tons of CO2 equivalent. But look at the trajectory. As more corporations realize that climate safety is a business necessity, our impact grew exponentially. By 2024, our active clients successfully prevented over 4 million tons of carbon from polluting our atmosphere. That is not just a nice number on slide. That represents millions of dollars saved by avoiding upcoming carbon taxes. Millions of gallons of fuel saved through smarter logistics. The results have not gone unnoticed. Our growth has established Green for Life as an undisputed leader in corporate decarbonization. Today, we proudly support and networking over 150 global corporate partners, operating across 12 different countries. We have successfully guided heavy manufacturers, global logistic firms, tech giants, and retail chains through complex, high-stakes sustainability transformation. Furthermore, we were recently recognized by the International Sustainability Council as one of the top 10 global climate innovators, specifically for our revolutionary VCS certified carbon offset strategy. At this stage, you might ask, why should we work with Green for Life instead of a traditional standard consulting firm? Let's look at the hard fact. Standard consultants typically evaluate your carbon footprint using basic expenses estimate. They look at your utility bills and make a guess. Green for Life sends environmental scientists to do physically verified, mathematically precise carbon audits. And finally, standard consultants hand you a slide deck and leave. We stay. We provide a dedicated end-to-end execution team that actually implements the technology, trains your staff, and verify your progress year after year. To conclude, the climate is shifting. Regulations are tightening, and consumers are demanding change. The companies that act today will inherit the markets tomorrow. The companies that wait will be left behind. Green for Life is ready to help you navigate this transition smoothly, profitable, and securely. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.